What's up, YouTube? Today was September 16th, 2016. My name is Mitch, and welcome back to the Read That Recap. This is episode 5 of my web series where I discuss internet news making its way on social media and other areas of the internet. We're going to start off today with a follow-up on our previous story from the Boston Police. In the past few days, there's been news of the Boston Police Union trying to resist the use of body cams during interactions with the public. This is the same police union that refused to agree to allow officers to wear name tags. It's looking like they really just don't want to take any responsibility for their actions. The police commissioner came out to say that the union has sent out a harmful message by trying to fight the mandated body cam program, and that it's really hurting the department's image. He believes that the longer they try to fight it, the more it'll make people out there think that the police are trying to hide something. The body cam program officially hit the streets Monday, so I guess we'll be able to see with our own eyes in coming months how effective it really is. Our next story also happens to be about the police. The NYPD just seized $18,000 in an arrest for a man carrying a pocket knife. It was not a butterfly knife or a spring-powered switchblade or even a fixed blade knife, and there was no mention of excess length, so it looks like the knife was actually below the legal limit of 4 inches. There is, however, a law in New York City that if an officer can flick open a knife with proper technique, then it can be deemed illegal. They describe these as gravity knives. But people knowledgeable about the topic know that a gravity knife is actually a term used to describe an old type of knife that no longer is being produced. This law has been fought many times in the past, and many people consider it a way for the police to arrest people in targeted areas of New York City. All an officer has to do, technically, is just see a metal clip on the outside of a wearer's pants pocket. The department's Twitter account actually still has a photo up that depicts the knife, all of the cash, and they decided to include the person's personal information in the photo. The caption describes that the team did great work in the arrest. It all really just seems pretty unprofessional to me. Plus, we still have to discuss the fact that the man's $18,000 was seized. This all has to do with New York City's Civil Forfeiture Act. This allows the police to seize any valuable items that an individual has in his or her possession during the act of committing anything that the police deem a crime. This has been an extremely controversial topic. It was originally created in the 1980s to fight organized crime and drug trafficking, but in recent years it's been used as a money grab for the police pension fund. Many just consider this a corrupt way for the police to enrich themselves. It is extremely difficult for those in wrongful civil forfeiture scenarios, and in most cases they never get their money back, or at least not in any timely manner. They are often told that, unfortunately, the money has already been deposited into the NYPD pension fund, and it would be a long process if they go ahead and try to fight it and get their valuables or cash back. I seriously doubt that this will be the last that we hear about this case. Now for a far more uplifting story. Australians have actually been petitioning to get Steve Irwin's face on the front of their currency. They said that they have to pay their respects to the all-time greatest Australian bloke. This comes after the crocodile hunter's death in 2006 when a large stingray pierced him through the heart, killing him. It still is unclear whether this petition will actually have any impact, but so far they've gathered 26,000 votes and that number is increasing every day. In the science and tech world, we have 2 stories for today. First off, a previously fully paralyzed 21-year-old man has regained the use of his hands and arms after some experimental stem cell therapy. They seem to have injected these stem cells directly into his spine as part of a clinical trial. Just 2 weeks after the injection, he already started to show signs of improvement. He's finally able to feed himself, use his cell phone, use a motorized wheelchair, and even get hugs from family and friends. Hopefully we can see more similar success stories like this in the future. Who knows, maybe this could even become a standard accepted medical procedure. The second story for today is about Uber's self-driving cars. They've officially hit the streets picking up passengers all around Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, in this early stage, it still requires a driver to be in the front seat of the car to monitor all the workings and make sure there's no errors. I think in the future, we could definitely see cars becoming completely autonomous. Okay, YouTube, it's about time to wrap it up, but I decided to include a funny clip for the end of the show today. Some guy on the internet discovered a pretty smooth way to jump off his roof, and all while holding a beer. Here, you can go ahead and check it out yourself. If any of you would like more information about any of the stories that I discussed today, you can go ahead and look in the description below where I've posted links to all the news articles. Alright guys, that's it for episode 5. Today was September 15th, 2016. My name is Mitch, and you've been watching the Read That Recap. If you enjoyed watching this episode, go ahead and check out the other videos on my channel. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.